nice to meet you. I'm Ida Tuffin. I'm the one who's been dating your brother Philip. I have to apologize. Philip and I have been seeing each other for a while already, yet it's only now that I'm getting my formalities out of the way. I wish I could have done it sooner.
Hello. Don't worry, I know all about you. Phil told me as much. Thank you for always treating him with such kindness. He's my brother after all. He means a lot to me. I'll continue to leave him in your care.
Oh, no. It's no trouble at all. Treating him with kindness is the least I can do for him. Phil's always there for me, and he takes such good care of me in return. Oh, I mean Philip.
Oh, don't worry about it. You don't need to correct yourself. He only lets people close to him use that nickname for him, but you've been together for long enough. I'd say you have every right to be using that nickname for him. But I really do have to apologize. It's really unfortunate that we don't have the chance to greet each other face to face. Having to do it over text feels really impersonal, but it can't be helped.
Oh no, not at all. I completely understand your situation. Phil told me as much. He said you're always busy having to do stuff. And even now they have you out working overseas.
Yep, that's exactly right, unfortunately. Phil had expressed wanting to introduce me to someone he was in a relationship with, and hearing that, I of course wanted to rush over there as soon as I can. But I just couldn't find the time. It had cost a lot of money and time away from work, and my higher-ups really didn't want to let me go back right now.
It's okay, it can't be helped. Work comes first after all. If anything, I'm the one who should be apologizing here. I'm the one who told Phil that I really wanted to meet you. Looking back, I think it was just a tad bit too pushy about it, so I might have felt pressured. I do feel bad about it. It's just that I desperately wanted to make your acquaintance by any means necessary.
Don't worry about it. Thanks. Even if things didn't work out in the end, I'm still touched that you wanted to talk to me so badly. If it makes you feel any better, I was always wondering about what kind of person you were, considering that you're the one my brother chose to have as his partner. I wanted to have the chance to speak with you myself too, especially if I could do it face to face. It's unfortunate we could only meet over text, but honestly, I can tell already that you seem like a good person. What a relief. I feel perfectly at ease with the idea of leaving my brother in your care. I just know he's in good hands.
Oh, not at all. We first met because we happened to have part-time jobs working at the same place. But what really got us talking was realizing we had the same last name. Neither of us had ever met anyone outside of our family with this last name, and it's apparently an extremely uncommon one in the US. So of course we got super excited that we spotted each other out in the wild. From then on, we became friends for a good long while. But who would have thought we'd get along so well we'd wind up dating? You really never know where life will take you, huh?
Oh, are you talking about when Phil worked at that one chain restaurant? Now that I think about it, he did say that there was a girl there with the exact same last name as us, so that was a huge surprise. I see. So that was you he was talking about, huh?
Oh, he told you about me? That makes me happy to hear. Actually, at the time, I didn't think anything of it. But he told me once back then that he wished that we'd get to meet again once we're both full-fledged working adults.
Wow, really? He said that? He doesn't usually talk to me about stuff like that. So it makes me happy to hear that he's expressed those sorts of things to you.
I'm not really good at these kinds of conversations myself either, but I wanted to try my best to be more open to you at least.
I see. Thank you. Now, how have you two been getting along? Have you ever run into any problems or quarrels with one another?
No, not at all. He's the best boyfriend I could ever ask for, honestly. He's so nice and always treats me well, and he gets along very well with my parents.
I see. Whew, that's a relief. I think you know this already, but our parents passed on long ago. So I think Phil has his moments that show his upbringing. Like he may have moments when he seems to lack common sense, since our parents couldn't stay around long enough to teach him. So seriously, if he ever does something out of line, don't hesitate to tell me right away. I'll do my best to set him straight again.
Oh, no way! I don't think I'll need to worry about having to do that at all. He's always really considerate of me and takes good care of me. It really is unfortunate that your parents had to pass away so early. But you've given him a fine upbringing in their place, even if it must have been difficult considering how young you were. Phil is really proud of you, and he brags about you every chance he gets.
Wow, really? I had no idea. He's never said anything like that to me before. Honestly, it makes me feel a little bashful since I'm not used to him talking that way about me, even if he isn't saying it to me directly.
Oh, you have no idea about the extent of it. Ever since we started dating, he's told me over and over again about how he's the way he is today all thanks to you, and that you're the one who gave him the good life he gets to enjoy now.
Ah, stop. My face is getting all red now. It's too much. It really has been a delight talking with you. Whenever I have the chance to get back to the States, I think I'd like to hear more about that in detail, along with other things, of course.
Absolutely! I'm looking forward to it. Although, when's the next time you're going to be coming back here? Do you already have any plans?
Well, I think I'll be able to return at least once this summer. But I have to go all the way to California. And because of how far away it is, I don't think I'll be able to go back home.
I see. That's really unfortunate. But I understand. Then the next time you're able to come over here, please allow me to introduce myself formally, face to face this time.
Of course. Until then, I leave Phil in your care.
Of course! Leave him to me. Talk to you later!
Got it. See you later. Hey, sorry for coming out of the blue like this. Can I have a moment of your time so we can talk?
Oh, hello! Perfect timing! I was just about to text you myself. So I'm completely down to talk.
Oh, really now? Did you have some business you wanted to speak to me about?
Well, I'm not sure if I describe it like that, but I was wondering if you'd already heard from Phil?
I sure did. You two are getting married, right?
Yes, that's right. He proposed to me last week, and I said yes on the spot.
Congratulations. I'm not gonna lie, it was a huge shock to learn that my little brother was gonna get married. They really do grow up so fast. But regardless, I'm super happy for you two. I know my little brother will be in good hands, so please continue to take care of him for many years to come.
Believe me, I was also super shocked. I hadn't expected for him to propose to me out of the blue like that. But I couldn't wait to let the good news get out. So once I told my folks and companions back home all about it, they were super thrilled. They said they'd go all out to celebrate our marriage together.
Wow, I see. You seem to have a lot of friends back home.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess, but honestly, they're a little bit different from friends. I guess I might as well come out and say it, since it won't do me much good to pretend it never happened, but I used to be a bit of a delinquent, so...
Oh, I see.
Are you not surprised? Most people would freak out at me.
Even if you used to be a delinquent, that's all in the past, right? And everyone's had their rebellious moments, especially when they're younger. I've only known you through our texts up until now, so perhaps I'm in no position to give any opinions. But all I've been thinking is what a good person you seem to be. How you are right now matters more to me than your past. Plus, you're who Phil decided to have as his partner, and I respect and trust his decisions. And since it's his life, I have no right to say anything against what he decides for himself.
Oh, Millie! Thank you so much. That means the world to me. I'm so relieved. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been even a little bit worried about that. If you couldn't accept our marriage because of my past, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. It's not like I could go back in time and change things either.
Well, no matter what, I trust Phil and his ability to think for himself. Oh yeah, incidentally, once you get married, you're gonna be needing a place to live together, right? What'll you be doing about that? If I recall correctly, Phil is still living in our house and hasn't moved in with you yet, right?
Yeah, about that. We hadn't told you anything about it, but I've actually already been living there together with him for a while now.
What? Really?
Yeah, wouldn't say it was exactly planned, but a lot of things happened that caused me to have to live there with him. Like suddenly being told by my landlord that I have to leave at once. And of course I told Phil about that. That's when he offered me a place to stay. And because of that, I've started living together with him in his house ever since.
Wow, okay. I see. That's news to me. He didn't say a single word about that to me. So I was left completely in the dark.
If I recall correctly, you almost never come back home because you're so busy with work and being sent overseas and stuff, right? Because of that, Phil and I have been discussing things. Our current lifestyle of living together in this house has been going great so far, so we've been thinking about seeing if we could continue doing so just like we have been. Are you not in agreement? Will that be bad for you somehow?
I mean, I don't particularly mind that much, but...
Really? Oh, I'm so glad! If I must be blunt, having to pay for rent when we have a perfectly good and empty house to live in would be such a waste of money, so that's a huge relief to hear. Phil's always been the type to mince words and dodge the subject. He doesn't like to come out and directly say what's on his mind without beating around the bush. So I thought that maybe I had to take the initiative and do it for him. And I'm so glad I did. I'm glad I had the chance to talk to you today.
I see. Good for you, I suppose. But it's not like I'm never gonna come back to the States. And when I do finally go back home, I was fully intending to live in that house again.
Oh, I see. What to do now? To be honest, your room has kind of become like my personal storage room right now.
What? Then what did you do with all my stuff? I left most of my belongings there before I had to go overseas.
Oh, don't worry, they're still safe and sound. I've left all your things as they were. Well, I say all that, but I just have way too much stuff in here. Even though I haven't moved any of your stuff, it's so buried in my stuff that it'll be really hard to get to.
Huh. No, that's kind of a problem for me. If you really need to use my room for extra storage, I'd really like for there to at least be enough room to get to my own stuff and take them out if I need to.
This is kind of hard for me to say, but I'll just come right out and say it. But Millet, you're sent overseas to work, right? The fact you get sent on assignments like that must mean you make quite a lot of money to make up for it, right? Then why do you need this house so badly? Why don't you just buy another house closer to your workplace? Or something like that? Is that not possible? And then leave this house for Phil and I to live in together as a couple.
I really don't know if that can work for me. The idea of not only having a house in the States, but also having to deal with another in a completely different country? No matter what, I don't make nearly enough money for that to be a viable solution. It'd hurt my wallet really badly.
I see. That's too bad. But still, this house that Phil is living in is considered your family home, right? You two don't have any parents to go home to, so this is supposed to be the next best equivalent. And because of that, you told Phil that he doesn't have to pay rent so long as he lives here. That's what you said, right?
I did say that to him, but if you're gonna bring that up, then that changes things.
I mean, that's kind of the whole basis for our line of reasoning to live here together. If we have to pay rent, it'll be harder for us to get by. And to be frank, there's no room for you to live here anymore either. So if you could just go and get a different place somewhere else, it'll make the both of us very happy.
Well, but either way, that house is still mine no matter what you're making of it in the moment. And honestly, I'm not really big on the idea of you two doing whatever you want with it, to be honest.
Why not? Do you understand that I'm your brother's fiance right now? That means I'm going to become a part of your family soon. And yet you're treating me like I'm a pest? It really makes me sad that you think of me that way.
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think of you that way. It's just, even if it's a little, I'd really like you to pay rent if you're going to insist on living there. Or if you don't want to pay rent, at least leave my room alone or make it so I'm still able to use it whenever I go back. I need you to choose one or the other.
I'm sorry. I hate to be blunt, but you're way older than Phil or me, right? To the point that even though we'll technically be sisters-in-law, you're gonna feel more like a mother-in-law to me. And you know how people feel about mother-in-laws, right? The idea of living together with you for even a short while is a really unpleasant thought. It'll be hard to make it work.
I see. I guess I can understand your perspective. Then let's forget about that and focus on discussing rent then. Can you at least tell Phil that? You two are grown adults now, so I think you two should be able to think this over and come to a rational decision together, right?
What? Boo? What do you need rent for? You raised Phil in your parents' place, right? That means you're basically like his parent. And isn't it common for a parent to pass down their house to their children?
I'm sorry. I won't lie and say I don't have any feelings like that. But in the end, I'm not a parent. I'm his sister. And he's already a fully fledged adult. I need him to be able to take some responsibility for himself. The least he can do is pay rent if you two will be making it so I can't come home. I understand it might be hard to talk to him about this all directly. So I'll reach out to talk about this all more in depth.
Oh, you don't have to worry about doing that. I'll talk to him about everything myself, don't worry.
Really? You will? Are you sure?
Of course. I mean, we're gonna become a married couple soon. And as a married couple, we're gonna need to talk about serious matters like that together, or we're not gonna make it. We're partners. But if it looks like he's not up to the idea, then you better forget about it, okay?
I guess if it comes down to that, I'll think things over again as well.
I don't need you to think at all. Just give up. Anyhow, I'm gonna go talk with Phil now. Bye. Millie, about what we were talking about before, I told him about what you said to me.
Oh, I see. That's good. And what did he say?
He said it was completely out of the question. He doesn't want to leave the house he's currently living in. And having to pay rent at all will be too much of a financial burden on us. It'll put a huge dent in our wallet. And he said he doesn't understand why he should be paying you rent in the first place. You two are family.
Really? Did Phil really say something like that?
Yeah. Duh. I told him about everything you wanted to say to him, so he understands the full picture, and we came to a consensus.
I see.
Oh, and he told me I don't have to leave either. And that even after we get married, we should continue to live here just as we have been. You have plenty of money to work with, so he's sure you'll be able to work out a new living situation once you get back.
I see. So he really said something like that, huh? Got it. Thank you for keeping your word.
And that means things can continue as they are, right? And I can continue living here with no complaints from you, right?
I'm still trying to think about where I should go from here. But yeah, for now, you can remain there for the time being.
What do you mean for the time being? You don't mean that I can be here permanently? Weren't you supposed to give up if he told you no?
I don't recall ever agreeing or saying that myself. You're the one who went ahead and said that. I didn't agree.
So, like, the truth is that I come from a super poor family that doesn't have a lot of money, and I also don't make much money myself. And the money I do make mostly goes to my family to help support them. So even when I get my paycheck, it's all drained really quick. So if we have to rent out a house, I won't be able to afford to marry Phil.
I see. That sounds like it's really tough.
Right? So you can reconsider things and look at my situation. Put yourself in my shoes and understand my plight. I mean, we're already in the beginning stages of planning out our wedding ceremony. And thanks to that, the whole thing has started to feel much more real, and it's gotten us super pumped. We're both really excited.
I mean, I'd figure.
And you do understand that we're going to become sister-in-law, right? Don't you want our relationship to remain in good standing? There's no better way to ensure that we'll continue getting along than to give us a house to live in. Although we're already living in it, so all you have to do is let this whole issue go.
I mean, sure, but I worked my butt off to save up enough money to buy that house. That's where Phil and I lived, supporting each other as we learned how to live without our parents. And because of that, it's a house that holds a lot of precious memories for me. I'm reluctant to let it go so easily.
Man, the second I decided to get married is the second I start being tormented by someone who's basically going to become my mother-in-law. That has to be a new record. To be tormented before we're even officially married yet? I had no idea that this would happen. Maybe marrying Phil was a mistake after all.
Hey, hold on there. Saying that I'm tormenting you is going way too far, no matter how you look at it. I'm not saying all this with the explicit purpose of antagonizing you.
I mean, I'm just calling it what it is. If the shoe fits, that's what you're doing to me. We're finally getting married, Yet you're treating me like this? Don't you think you're being way too cruel to me? You think this horrible behavior toward me is acceptable? This should be where we're shaking hands and agreeing to do our best together from now on, And yet, as a wedding gift to us, you're stealing our home?
I'm sorry. I don't intend to steal anything from you, let alone a home. That's not why I'm saying all this. You know what? I understand now. I should have spoken to Phil directly about this myself in the first place. I think it was a mistake to leave it to you after all. Sorry about that.
What? You're gonna talk to him directly? Just wait a second here. I told you we've already talked this over. Our conversation is through. What's the point in opening that back up? You're just gonna get the same answer.
I mean, this is a problem between us family members. It's true that you're going to be becoming a part of our family very soon, but I really think this is something I need to talk about directly with him since we grew up together.
No, just listen to me. It's already been decided. You can't change his mind. So don't say anything unnecessary to him. I mean, he's gonna get super busy from here on out. And I'm also busy with making plans for our wedding. He definitely has absolutely no time to be revisiting this topic with you. It's like beating a dead horse. It's pointless. You're gonna be wasting his time. If you must talk to him, wait until after the wedding. Goodbye.
Huh? Hey, just hold on. Wait a second. Ida?
Millie? Where are you right now?
You're really wondering where I am right now? I'm at my own house, obviously.
Hey! It's the day of our wedding, Why aren't you gonna attend? You're really okay with missing out on your own brother's wedding?
What on earth are you talking about? We met not too long ago, didn't we?
Huh?
Come on. I know Phil showed you a picture of me, so I thought you were fully aware it was me that you were talking to. I have to say that was quite some attitude you gave me. I didn't know you had that in you.
So you really were that person I was talking to just a little bit ago?
Yep, that sure was me. And I clearly remember exactly what you said to me. You demanded to know who the hell I was, making fun of me for deciding to wear a pantsuit to the wedding and saying that no one in their right mind would wear something like that. And you treated me like that all because you didn't like what I chose to wear.
Well, how should I put this? If I'd known who you are. Oh, that's right. It was just a bit of a misunderstanding. I was taken a bit off guard is all. Like who'd wear a pantsuit to a wedding? I thought it was rare to see. I've only seen one big name person wear it, not regular people, so it might have sounded ruder than I intended to be.
Even if that was the case. Considering I was clearly someone who was invited, don't you think that sort of attitude toward me was unacceptable regardless of who I was?
I'm so sorry. I was just thinking that you might be Phil's ex-girlfriend or something, and making weird assumptions that I really shouldn't have.
I see. Then I suppose it couldn't be helped.
Right. I'm right, aren't I? I'm so sorry for my misconduct. See, I apologized, right? Then could you please come back to the venue to attend our wedding?
I'm sorry, but I don't think that'll be possible. I can't.
Huh? Why not?
Well, you see, I was just talking with Phil not too long ago. About your marriage, of course.
Huh? What exactly are you saying here?
Well, if you insist, I suppose I'll tell you the results of that discussion. Basically, he's breaking off your engagement. You two won't be getting married after all. And of course, the wedding's off. As we speak, Phil is letting all of your attendees know about the unfortunate news.
Hey, hold on! Just wait a second! What on earth are you saying? I don't understand! Or rather, what the hell did you do all that for?
Sit down and reflect on your own actions up until now. Did you really believe that this wedding would go off without a hitch? That your marriage would go well? Did you think you could continue lying to us and deceiving us forever?
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. You aren't making any sense to me.
Let's see. I suppose I'll start with the whole rent situation just to make things easier for you to digest.
Huh? But we've already been over this. Our decision has been made. End of story.
No, it wasn't the end of this story. I actually contacted your parents. And I told them about what you were saying about the house.
What?
That's right. Honestly, I was thinking that things felt a little fishy and that we weren't on the same page. It seems that you've been lying, saying that you've still been living in an apartment paying for your own rent all by yourself.
Well, that could be easily explained. I just really didn't want to worry my parents. I don't think that's so strange, right?
But that's just another lie, isn't it?
What?
You were talking about how you were all poor, but your dad's one of the higher-ups at a prestigious company, and your mom is still working herself. And when I talked to them about my proposal for you to pay rent in order to stay in my house, they actually said they fully intended to pay for you if need be.
What? Why the hell are you talking about things like that?
Of course I turned them down, because there's no need for them to. Phil's been paying for your rent.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
That's right. He wants to properly take responsibility for the house and take care of it. And he didn't see any reason to tell you about it. So he told me he was going to pay for both of your rents. And he's been sending me those payments every month.
Excuse me? What the hell are you doing of your own accord? No one gave you permission to do something like that.
Permission? Who's the one really doing things of her own accord here?
Well, I mean,
I was really busy and it was hard for me to find the time I needed to go back home. In the end, I could only make it on the actual day of the wedding. And I only had the chance to speak in person with Phil himself. But, Ida, you were saying you were working. But that's actually a lie now, isn't it? You aren't working at all.
Huh? What are you saying? Of course I am.
Well then, what are you doing while Phil's out working?
Like I said, I'm obviously out working too. I don't sit around the house all day like some bum.
I guess that's half true. It's true that you aren't working, and it's also true that you're not sitting around the house all day. And that's because you're too busy meeting up with your ex-boyfriend.
What? That's outrageous. I haven't been seeing him at all.
Don't play dumb. I already know everything. Phil actually was talking about this stuff to me.
Just hold on a second. I just don't understand. What is this?
Yeah, you weren't slick, but he was willing to give you a chance. If you decided to break off your relationship with him before your wedding ceremony, he was planning to let it slide. But I heard that you were with your boyfriend in the middle of the night yesterday, right?
What? No, you've got it wrong. I promise you have the wrong idea.
You don't need to make any excuses to me, because Phil actually had a chance to speak with your ex himself.
Huh?
That's right. And Phil made a promise to him. If he forked over all of your WhatsApp conversations, pictures, and talked about your relationship together, he wouldn't seek any financial compensation from him.
No, I don't get it. What on earth are you talking about?
You told him that if you and Phil got married, you wouldn't have to work anymore. And you'd get to live in a big house. And you said that if you pretended to work, you'd be able to see him as often as you wanted without being caught. It was your proposal to your ex that you started seeing each other again. He didn't come to you, you came to him. It's kind of incredible hearing that you were thinking about those kinds of things this entire time. I had no idea that you were that kind of person, so I was shocked to find out.
No, you're wrong. I'm telling you. You have it all wrong. All of that's a lie. I never said anything like that. What are you going and making weird assumptions like that for just based on what's essentially hearsay?
Even though I got to read every single one of your WhatsApp conversations with my own eyes, it was definitely you that was talking, no doubt about it. So no matter how many excuses you try to concoct, it's pointless. You won't make me believe otherwise.
What? That man?
And let's take it a step further. The whole reason you wanted to marry Phil is because you were after his money. If you could marry into that money, you thought you'd be able to take it easy from now on.
How many times do I have to say it? That's completely wrong. I didn't want to marry him with those kind of intentions. I wanted to marry him because I truly loved him. I wanted to be together with him not for his money, but for him.
Then what exactly were you doing meeting up with your boyfriend practically every day? Was that proof of your devotion to Phil? What part of you wanting to marry Phil because you loved him included you having to see your ex?
Well,
do you realize that he cared deeply for you? He devoted himself to you. To the point where even when he found out you were cheating on him, he was still willing to forgive you? And guess who basically trampled on that devotion? Well, it was none other than yourself. I hope you realize that.
That's... well, it can't be helped. I mean, he just makes things so boring. He's way too serious, and no matter what, he always puts me first. In comparison, my ex always liked to take the initiative. And in general, he has many more qualities I find attractive in a man.
Then why didn't you just marry your ex if you liked him so much? What reason was there to toy with my brother's heart and try to marry him?
You want to know my reason? Well, it's because my ex barely makes any money. So if I could marry Phil, I'd have plenty of time and money to fool around with him every once in a while playing the part of a good wife to Phil.
I see. Is that right? Then it's totally fine if the wedding is called off then, right? And of course we intend to seek financial compensation from you.
Excuse me? Why the hell are you going to do that for? You didn't charge him anything. So why are you going to do that to me? That's not fair. You're picking favorites.
Hey, don't blame me. That's what Phil decided he wanted to do. It's not playing favorites. Your ex not only provided all of the evidence he had, but he made a proper apology. So how about you? I think you should consider yourself lucky that all you get from all you've done is paying for the trouble you've caused and a wake-up call to reflect on your own actions.
Say what? Don't screw with me. I don't care about your reasoning. No matter how you look at it, this is not fair.
Understand that this shows just how serious your actions were. By the way, we talked to your parents about this. From here on out, we'll only speak to you through a lawyer.
Hey, just wait. No, let me talk to Phil. I'll apologize. Please respond to me. Please.
The wedding ceremony suddenly changed into a glorified dinner party, and things apparently got super awkward. Phil apologized profusely to me while charging Ida for financial compensation. And from her parents, I not only received an apology and financial compensation, but they agreed to cover the full cost of the wedding. As for me, I became able to live in the States again for a while, and Phil's been away from work. So for the first time in a long time, we've become able to spend quality time together, just the two of us. As a result of this whole mess, he was pretty down in the dumps. But he's slowly regaining his spirits day by day. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, give this video a like and subscribe to see more content just like this. Also, don't forget to leave us your thoughts in the comments section below. What did you think? Be sure to let us know. We're looking forward to your responses. See you next time! Nick, where are you? I haven't seen you anywhere since the wedding ceremony ended. Did you go to the bathroom or something?
No, don't worry, I'm with my mom right now. I'm sitting in the lounge with her having a nice long chat. It's been a long time since I've gotten the chance to do this. Oh, also, I bought a cup of coffee here, and man, it is delicious.
Is that right? I'm sure it's as good as you say. I'll head over there then. I haven't said hello to your mom yet either, so this is perfect.
Nah, there's no need for that. Stay where you are and see the other guests off or something. I don't know. Make better use of your time.
But I really should. I'd like to leave a good impression on her as your wife.
I'm telling you, it's fine. Don't waste your energy. My mom can finally relax. If you come into the picture, she can't take it easy anymore. She doesn't know you that well, and so she's not completely comfortable with you. She'll feel obligated to mind her manners and entertain you. At any rate, our wedding was a blast. So many people came to congratulate us.
Yeah, it was. I wish I could have been a little bit more modest, though. It was kind of overwhelming. I didn't realize just how many people would be coming. Oh well, it's not like I could have sent them home.
What are you saying? This wedding doubled as your induction ceremony as the company's CEO. That's why everyone had to be here to greet you. It's only natural considering your position. You needed to make it known far and wide just who you are and that you mean business. Of course there'd be a lot of people. You shouldn't expect anything less. And of course, as your husband, I had to make who I am known as well.
Oh, is that how it's supposed to go?
Yep. You're officially the CEO, not only in name now, but formally. Now be sure to make me look good and support me.
Huh, I mean, yeah. We're partners, so I'll support you. You've been supporting me too, after all. I'll do my best to make everyone proud. But time goes by so fast. It's already been 2 years since my father passed away.
Really? It feels like it's been forever.
I had to act like a substitute CEO for the past 2 years, and it was really difficult. I wasn't prepared to take over so soon. But it's thanks to everyone's support that I could manage to pull through. That includes you, Nick.
Yeah, he died all of a sudden without warning. He was pretty healthy up until that point. It was a huge shock. It understandably really got you down in the dumps. I had to stop by your house every once in a while to wake you up since you'd find it impossible to get out of bed.
Right. You know how my mom died when I was still in high school, right? When my dad died too, it suddenly felt like I was all alone. And then I was racked with anxiety over how I was going to lead the company after his death. I just wanted to coop myself up in my room and sleep it all away.
Glad you had me by your side, right?
Yeah, thanks. I don't know what I would have done without you. And I'm grateful you waited until after I was done mourning to plan our wedding. It would have been too much for me to handle.
How mean would I have been if I didn't? I'm always taking your feelings into consideration. That's just the kind of man that I am.
Seriously, I truly appreciate it. So what are you doing with your mother right now? Have you sent her home yet?
Oh, about her. She's actually gonna stop by a hotel for the night.
Oh, she is? She isn't heading straight home?
Yeah, so I gotta stay with her so she won't be alone. She seems exhausted, and you know how she's getting on in the years. I'm worried about her. As her son, I gotta take care of her and make sure she's gonna be alright tonight.
I mean, that sounds reasonable enough, but I feel a little uneasy. Where will you be staying? I'll go over there right away.
Don't bother. I'm sure you're exhausted too, aren't you? Take it easy and rest. Go home without me. I'll stay by my mom's side and keep her company.
Are you sure you'll be okay? I'm sure you're just as tired as I am.
It's no big deal, no need to worry. I have all the energy in the world when it comes to taking care of my mom. And our honeymoon is the week after the next anyway. We aren't in a rush. I have plenty of time to rest up.
Ah, right. Sorry that we couldn't go on our honeymoon right away. Work was really getting in the way.
Don't worry about it. Doing work for the company is important. It's for the sake of both of us. Since your company is also my company.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, we're a couple now, isn't it obvious? As the husband, my wife's stuff is my stuff too.
Okay. I guess there are some people who might think that way. I can't really judge how others live. Some couples really do share everything. But I don't necessarily agree. I don't think everything of mine should be yours.
What the heck are you saying? Of course it's everything. Otherwise, there would be no point in marrying you.
That's a little harsh. I feel like your image of how a couple should be is pretty different than mine. Of course we should share some things, but there are things that belong only to us individually. I think that's healthier.
Don't misunderstand me. In short, I'm also saying your burdens are my burdens too, and I'll help you carry them.
I mean, that makes me happy at least. You could have put it a nicer way, though.
Although my stuff belongs only to me, not you.
Huh? Wait a second. Isn't that kind of weird, though? Something's off there. Why are you the only one who owns anything?
That's just how couples are supposed to work. I didn't make up the rules. A wife's stuff belongs to her husband. A husband's stuff belongs to himself. To put it simply, everything belongs to the man of the house. That's the way of the world.
I can't really make peace with that way of thinking. It's too old-fashioned for my tastes.
Well, whatever, we just got married. From here on out, let's talk about all sorts of stuff to make sure that we're always on the same page. We have all the time in the world.
I guess so. So I suppose I'll leave your mother in your hands? You'll be okay, right?
Definitely, leave it to me. Oh, yeah, just so you know, I'm gonna take the entirety of next week off.
Say what now?
I was thinking I wanted to take my mom on a trip to somewhere nice.
That's sudden. This is the first I'm hearing of it. Why didn't you say anything sooner?
That's why I'm telling you right now. Look, after next week, we'll be on our honeymoon. I feel bad that I'm the only one who wants to go on a nice trip while my mom has to go back home to an empty house. She lives there all alone. And there's still a week until our honeymoon where we're not doing anything special thanks to your work pushing it back. I thought it was a perfect opportunity. I decided I'll take her for a trip in the meanwhile, while you finish up all the important stuff you gotta do.
Even so, I would have liked to have heard word of this a little sooner.
I'm taking my own mother on a trip with my own money. Why do I have to tell you anything? Do I always need to get your permission? We're both adults here. Don't tell me you're gonna act like the big bad CEO even in our own house. What a nag.
I didn't say that. Please don't get so defensive. Family matters aside, you're still one of the company's many employees. If you're gonna take a week off, you have to file a notice in advance just like everyone else. You can't take the day off without warning.
What? Couldn't you just take care of that for me? It'd be a piece of cake. I mean, you are the CEO. Come on. I'm sure you could make a few accommodations for your husband. Oh, don't be such a stick in the mud. Don't you love me?
I do care about you, but I can't. It's unfair if I give my family members special treatment. The other employees will voice their dissent. I need to keep everyone happy to ensure I can continue to provide them with a good work environment. It boosts productivity and helps the company out in the long run.
What are you even saying? You sound like you're reading off a manual or something. It's common for females to call in for their husbands. Why don't you consider it one of those instances?
No, that's for when the person is unable to call in for themselves, such as when they're too sick or were involved in an accident. You're not incapacitated in any shape or form, so there's no excuse for you. Why are you so nonchalant about it? Is it really that wise to be taking that much time off? Combined with our honeymoon, you're going to be taking nearly 2 weeks worth of vacation time. You're going to start running low on paid leave, aren't you? Shouldn't you be worried? What if you get sick later this year?
You are so hard-headed. If I'm running out, then just give me more. That should be easy. What is wrong with you? I'm the CEO's husband. I have a right to that much.
Of course I can't. That'd be giving you special treatment. You're allotted a certain amount of paid vacation time per year for a reason. You really ought to be spending it more wisely.
Wow, you're useless. What can you even do then? If you can't do any of that stuff, you're basically just a figurehead rather than an actual CEO. Nothing but a pretty little decoration. A real CEO should be a little overbearing and stick with his own opinions without caring about what anyone else says. If someone has anything to say about it, you tell them to stand down.
If it's in the best interests of the company, I'll act that way. But this is a personal matter. I don't think I have any right to be abusing my power and showing favoritism toward anyone.
This is why people look down on female CEOs. They just aren't meant to be leaders. I mean, look at our presidents. Do you see any females there? There's a good reason for that. They need to stick to making coffee and staying out of the way. Let men handle everything, you know?
Women are as capable as men when it comes to just about anything. But what's with you? You're sounding pretty misogynistic right now. Please check yourself. Everyone worked so hard ever since my father died. They really helped boost my morale and stay strong. I can't betray them by playing favorites.
You're too soft if you let that get your heart all mushy. God, women, they can't do anything right. When it comes to running a business, it should be all facts, not feelings. I should have known. Well, I guess I got no choice. I'm gonna have to keep that company of yours under lock and key. If it stays in your hands, it's gonna tank and everyone's gonna lose their jobs. And if that happens, that'll be all your fault. You'll come crying to me. I'm saving you from yourself. As soon as I get home, I'm taking over.
What? Wait, what are you thinking? Don't be so rash.
Whatever, just leave everything to me. Well, I guess I do gotta recharge my spirits first. That's why I'll be taking my mother out for a nice trip. We'll be back in time for the honeymoon. Make sure the company doesn't blow up while I'm gone.
Hold on, Nick.
Bye-bye.
Nick, I have something I need to ask you. Could you please pick up? It's really important. We need to talk about this right now.
Oh, shut up. What are you blowing up my phone for? I'm busy. You need something? I'm about to have lunch with my mom. If you have something to say, make it quick.
Yeah, I do. Listen, the funds that were meant to be used for the honeymoon are gone. I just got a call from the travel agency that they still haven't received any payment, so they're about to cancel all our reservations. I gave the money to you, right? What did you do with it? You told me you already gave it to them, didn't you? So why don't they have it? Has there been some kind of mistake in the system or something?
Yes, of course I did.
What's the meaning of this then? Did you accidentally send the money to the wrong place?
As if I'd make such a stupid mistake like that.
But it's true that they still haven't gotten the payment. We were supposed to have given them the payment 1 week in advance prior to our honeymoon. We're gonna have a huge problem if we don't get it to them soon.
I repurposed those funds to use for the trip with my mom.
Excuse me? You did what?
I mean, that was taken from my salary, right? In other words, I earned that money and I can do whatever I want with it. Problem?
Hey, what on earth are you thinking? That's not how it works.
You should pay for the honeymoon with your own money.
And you didn't even say anything? Isn't this just too selfish of you?
Oh, shut up. I can do whatever I want. It's my money and I'm free to do with it as I please. If you're my wife, you better not disobey me. You have no business to be ordering me around.
That's not the issue here. The problem isn't just that you used the money outside of its intended purpose. We're gonna have a huge problem if you keep making your own decisions without consulting anyone about it. There is a distinct lack of communication in this relationship right now, and I'm not having it.
So are you saying that I shouldn't take care of my own mother? Is that it? Oh, right. I guess that's easy for you to say. You don't have one. I bet you don't even remember what it's like to have a mom to take care of.
I'm not saying that either, but that's a low blow coming from you. You know that's a sore topic for me.
Oh, suck it up. My mother raised me as a single mother all on her own. What part of me taking her for a trip do you have a problem with? Tell me, because from how I see it, I'm just rewarding her for her hard work over the years.
Oh my God. This isn't about whether or not there's a problem with it. Are you actually listening to me? I don't mind you taking her for a trip or whatever. Good for you. You're using your paid vacation time rather liberally, but that's about all I have to say. But no matter how you look at it, using funds I specifically gave you to use for our honeymoon is way out of line. It's a breach of trust.
No, it isn't. You're my wife. Because of that, my mother is also your mother. You have an obligation to take care of her like any normal parent. So you have no right to complain if I decide to spend money on her happiness.
Don't change the subject. We're a married couple now. We're partners. We should discuss these kinds of things beforehand at the very least. But you're doing all these things without my input. I have very little confidence in our future together. I don't think we can keep doing this.
What the hell is up with that? You know we just got married yesterday, and yet you already sound like you're on the verge of breaking up with me? That is hilarious. Is your heart made of glass, or what? Are you a little snowflake just because you got your feelings hurt a little?
That's why I'm voicing my concerns right now. We're supposed to spend a long life together up into our old age side by side. I want us to consult each other on important decisions every step of the way before deciding on anything. I need someone who's willing to communicate with me as equals. But one person making all the decisions while telling the other to shut up and obey isn't gonna fly for me. This isn't how a married couple should be behaving.
It seems you still don't understand. I told you before, didn't I? It doesn't matter what you think. A wife should stand down and obey her husband. That's just what wives are supposed to do, in both the house and the office.
The office is a new one to me. There's no way I can. I'm the company's CEO. It's true that we're currently a couple, but we can't get our personal affairs involved with business. We need to respect each other's positions and know our place within the company.
Yeah, and you need to set a good example. If you obeyed me, then it's natural that everyone else in the company will follow. They'll know that I'm the one they're supposed to respect. CEO or not, it's a wife's duty to make her husband look good and support him from behind. Of course she should do that much. Or else there's absolutely no point in becoming your husband.
That again. I remember you saying something like that before, and I was thinking about how it was rubbing me the wrong way, but don't tell me that you only married me because I was going to become the CEO. You're not that pathetic, are you?
Huh? Of course, why else? It's not pathetic, it's me being reasonable. I think everyone should be as calculative. Oh no, did you only realize that now? That's embarrassing. I always choose my partners carefully, considering what they bring to the table and what kind of future they'll give me before deciding if I want to date them. If you weren't the daughter of the CEO, I wouldn't have even given you the time of day.
You what? So the whole reason you were so nice to me for the past 2 years after my father died? Don't tell me.
Yep, it was to secure my right to the position of being a CEO's husband. It took forever. You were at your most vulnerable then. It was the easiest time to get on your good side and leave an impression. But you refused to formally take up the position as the CEO or get married until you were done grieving your dad. Oh, it was so annoying. But since we got married, I guess you can say it was worth it in the end.
It took that long because you agreed to let me take my time.
Of course I agreed. I had to go with the flow. Imagine if I'd gone and told you to hurry up and marry me right then. That would have been a huge mistake, right? The correct response was to tell you to take your time. I'll always be there for you. All that mushy nonsense, even if I didn't actually feel that way. I'm sure acting that way probably got you more attached to me too, so that was a bonus.
I had no idea that you were thinking like that. That you were approaching our relationship with those kinds of intentions. I was so happy that you were comforting me in my time of need, that I could have a shoulder to cry on. I had no idea you had this kind of dark side to you. I didn't know that this was all conditional. It's so shocking, I can't even laugh.
Why? You didn't know that your whole becoming a CEO thing was your biggest benefit, right? What other merit do you think you have? When you decide to marry someone, you're supposed to size up each other's merits and agree that marriage has something good in it for the both of you. People in the past used to do that all the time, and there weren't any problems with it. Their families would talk to one another and arrange marriages that would be most beneficial for everyone involved. None of the true love nonsense. Honestly, they had the right idea. So basically, that means I fell in love with the part of you that was set to become a CEO. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
No way. That's it? That's the only reason you ever wanted to marry me? Come on. There had to be something else.
Let me think. Yeah, pretty much. I can't think of anything else that's good about you. But if you have at least one good point about you, isn't that a great thing? By marrying you, I'm recognizing it. I'm saying it's good enough to be the only reason I'd marry you. You should be happy.
I'm not. Nothing about that's good. This is all wrong.
Why? It's thanks to that you got married to a super cool hot guy like me. I'd totally be out of your league otherwise. There's nothing better than this.
I can't do this anymore. I can't keep up with you. I don't understand your way of thinking at all.
Uh-huh. And what's that supposed to mean?
You shouldn't marry someone solely because they give you a financial benefit. You shouldn't look down on your wife and order her around. And if you think you can, then we can't stay together like this. I've lost all confidence in our relationship.
Oh, hold up. Don't tell me you're gonna divorce me.
That's the only option I have. I can't be with you anymore. Not after learning who you really are.
What the hell? You think it's okay for you to go ahead and make those kinds of decisions on your own?
That's rich coming from you. You've done nothing but make decisions on your own. I can't spend the rest of my life with someone like you.
We just got married. You think it's gonna fly?
I do. Actually, I'm glad you were stupid enough to show your true colors sooner rather than later. God forbid if I'd spend years married to you. I'd be even more heartbroken than I am now.
Oh, don't screw with me. You know how hard I've worked to get this far. I even had to marry an ugly wench like you.
Ooh, so you've been thinking I was ugly this whole time too? You're just making me more and more sure of myself. I can't be with you. The only option I have is to divorce you. Staying with you isn't an option.
No way, I have waited for you a whole 2 years.
That's just because I was going to become the CEO, not because you actually cared about me.
If you're gonna divorce me anyway, then you're cheating me out of what I'm rightfully owed. And by God, I'm gonna get compensated for it.
What are you talking about?
I wasted my time by marrying an uggo like you, you know? If you're gonna put my efforts to waste, then you'd better bet that I'll be claiming alimony.
Fine, I'll consult a lawyer about it.
So are you actually serious about the divorce?
Of course I am. I can't stand being married to someone like you.
Wow, look at this uggo thinking that she can get whatever she wants. Fine. Oh, I just had a thought.
Which is?
I've decided I'm gonna take everything I can. Bring on the divorce. Don't let me see you sniffling or crying later. No one else but me will ever want to marry you again.
Nick, I have something I need to discuss with you.
What's that? Have you decided how much money you're gonna need to be paying me? I mean, you did go and decide to divorce me all on your own. You have the obligation to pay me for the trouble that you're causing me.
That's not why I came to talk to you.
What is it then? I already turned in the divorce papers. Don't say that you want to take me back now, because it is not happening.
Of course not. In your dreams.
Then what? What else is there to talk about aside from the alimony? Oh, is it that you want me to reduce it? Because that's not happening either, little Miss CEO.
No, that's not it. Stop coming to these weird conclusions. I'm contacting you because I'm gonna have you fired from the company.
Excuse me? What are you even saying? Aren't you getting your personal affairs involved with business? You have no right to be doing that. If my ex, who's the CEO of my company, fires me because of our divorce, that's grounds for unfair termination. And you bet I'm gonna sue. Don't think I'll hold back just because we used to be married.
Rest assured, I wouldn't fire you over something like that. You of all people should know I'm not a fan of involving my personal matters in my business.
Then why then? What did you think I did that was worth terminating my contract for? Oh, I get it. You probably do still have some feelings left for me. And it'll be too painful to see my face after the divorce. Oh. I can't say I don't understand, but I'm still gonna sue.
I haven't said one word about that.
No. I completely understand if you don't want to say it. You want to hold onto your pride in the end. I get it. I did break your heart. On second thoughts, I won't sue. I'm a merciful man. I'll quit of my own volition for your sake. But in exchange, you owe me 5 times the normal amount of severance pay. I think that's a fair trade.
Excuse me?
And I'm going to get that alimony from you too, so don't forget about that. No, that's right. There's the whole division of property thing too.
What is all this? We were only married for a week. Not only that, you went on a trip with your mother immediately after our wedding. I literally haven't seen you since we exchanged our vows. We haven't spent a single day living together as a couple, yet you want to talk about alimony? Why do you think I have to pay that?
Of course, alimony is an essential part of the divorce package. Someone's got to pay it.
If you're going to say that, then the insults you've been hurling my way are worth recovering compensation for. And I can't believe you're talking about division of property. We don't own anything together, so what is there to divide between us? Not to mention we haven't spent a single day together as a couple.
So, we were still married. The second we got married, it should mean that our assets get divided between us.
So that's how you think it works. In case you didn't know, the reason property divisions are a thing is because after you've been living together as a couple for a while, you'll have money you saved up together or things you bought, and it's hard to decide what belongs to who, since those clear lines get blurred. We haven't spent even a day living together. What exactly needs to get distributed between us? Everything that's in the house is what I bought before I married you.
What, really? Well, that's a bummer. Well, I still get the alimony and severance pay, so I guess that's fine in its own way.
Anyway, don't you have something else you should be worrying about? Something more important?
Like what?
Like you were going on about suing me a minute ago? Something about mixing up personal and business matters? But just so you know, I've already beaten you to the punch. I filed a lawsuit against you.
Huh? No way. You what?
Yeah. You see, this past week I looked into all the work you were involved in with our company. And you sure did a whole lot.
Of course, I'm a very capable man. Thanks for noticing my hard work.
That's not what I mean. Are you gonna play dumb? Do you think you still haven't been caught?
What are you talking about?
You've been embezzling money from the company, haven't you? For a while now, I've been getting contacted about how something weird was going on with the company's money, that they weren't sure where it's been going, how they were unaccounted for expenditures. That's why I was looking into the matter in the first place. I hadn't been doing that with the intention to expose you, but who would have thought it was your doing all along?
I wasn't embezzling anything. I was just using my own money. How dare you accuse me of something like that? I didn't do anything wrong.
Wow, so you're just gonna blatantly lie to me now, are you? There's no way that was your own money. I looked into it myself. There's no mistaking it. You were taking company money and using it as your own.
I married you.
Okay. Did you think I was gonna let you off the hook because of that? Marrying me and embezzling funds from our company are two separate matters entirely.
You're the CEO. If you're the CEO, that means everything in the company belongs to you. And as someone who was once your husband, all that stuff is also my stuff. I had a right to that money. It's not like I'm still using it now. It's fine.
I have no idea how you came to that conclusion other than to try and save your own hide. People say the wildest stuff when they feel backed into a corner, huh? You know that's not an acceptable excuse. And even if it was an acceptable excuse, that still won't fly. You know why? We were civilly married the day before our wedding. That means you were embezzling funds when you were still just a regular employee, totally unrelated to me.
I was your fiance at that point, same difference. I might as well have been your husband already at that point. So I could use how much I wanted whenever I wanted with no repercussions.
First of all, it's not uncommon to break up engagements, so you shouldn't have assumed that. Second, I'm the CEO, but even I don't have a right to the company's money. What makes you think you can? That money belongs to the company and the company alone. I can't use it for myself. And then there's you. You're just a regular employee. Of course, it's not okay if I take the money either. But if you take the company's money to use for your own purposes, then that's just a crime.
Say what? What do you mean it's a crime?
You know that this kind of thing is called embezzlement. Embezzlement is a crime. Follow?
And that's why you're suing?
Of course. And I think it's a perfectly valid reason to. That aside, I also filed a criminal complaint. Rest assured, you'll be paying for your crimes one way or another. You can't run away from the law.
This is all a joke, right? You're just trying to get back at me because I hurt your feelings or whatever.
You know me. As much as I hate you, I'm not the type to pull pranks. I'm dead serious.
I was your husband. Are you saying you're okay with making me into a criminal?
Yep. It's no skin off my nose. I prioritize protecting the company's well-being over a lowlife like you. And you're forgetting that it's not me who's making you a criminal. You did that to yourself. As the CEO and an upstanding citizen, I simply have a duty to report it. I can't let it slide just because you used to be my husband. If anything, it's exactly because you were my former husband that I'd seek out severe punishment for any of your wrongdoings.
You're a demon. Don't you have a shred of human decency in you?
Toward you? Nope. I don't think you deserve it. And I don't have a single memory of being your wife. Now that I look back on everything, I'm so glad you betrayed my trust and went on that trip with your mom. It made me understand good and well what kind of person you were early on. Thanks to that, I could swiftly divorce you with no regrets. What a relief! I got to cut you off before I got too attached.
No way.
I was distraught after my father's death. I was mentally and emotionally broken. I can't believe I had to rely on a selfish pig like you of all people. Lesson learned, I suppose. From now on, I ought to be a better judge of character when meeting new people. I'd hate to get involved with another parasite like you who only intends to use me.
So did you seriously sue me? That wasn't a joke?
Of course I did. Why would I hold back? Oh, by the way, I'm having you repay me for the money I gave you for the honeymoon. You know, the money that you misused. In case you weren't aware, that came out of my personal savings.
No, that was taken from my wages, wasn't it?
Don't you know how much your own salary is? If I had done that, you wouldn't have any money left. I felt sorry for you, so I stepped in to pay for everything myself. Oh, right, I remember now. You were using the company's money as part of your own wallet. You probably had no idea what was actually your money and what money belonged to the company anymore.
Hey, what's gonna happen to me?
Well, you got involved with company embezzlement, so I assume you're going to be arrested?
No way, are you saying that I'm gonna have a criminal record?
Indeed. Truly, divorcing you was the right choice. It would have been embarrassing to stay married to a criminal. And of course, I'm going to take back everything you stole from the company. You better prepare yourself now.
And you're really gonna fire me?
Tell me, what company out there would continue employing a worker who has been proven to be embezzling funds from them? Because it wouldn't be a very sane one, I'll tell you that.
I'm begging you, please dismiss the lawsuit. Don't sue me. I'll do anything.
No way! You better own up to the consequences of your own actions.
Oh, don't be so cold. You're the only one I can rely on, please. Does the year we spent together not mean anything to you?
What happened to your mother? Isn't she supposed to be there for you? You have no right to be relying on me. Anyway, say hi to the police for me. I'm sure you're eager to see them.
Please, I'm begging you. Forgive me.
With the help of a lawyer, I filed a criminal complaint after gathering the evidence I needed. The police launched a criminal investigation that led to my former husband's arrest. Based on their findings, it seems he decided to start embezzling funds the moment we got engaged. The sheer nerve of that man! He honestly thought he wouldn't get caught. I don't know if he's actually going to wind up behind bars or not, since that all depends on how the upcoming trial goes, but he hasn't returned any of the money he took. As such, there's not really any room for his sentence to be reduced. Of course, no matter what happens, I intend to get that money back. But I can't help but regret that I ever married such a pathetic and self-centered man in the first place. In retrospect, it probably wasn't the best idea to marry one of my own employees. Sure, I hadn't been a CEO at the time I met him, but I should have been more aware of the power differences, especially since he'd continue working in the same company. Still, at the time I thought he cared enough for me that it'd all work out anyway. I should have known. I don't intend to let it get me down forever, though. I'm gonna turn this energy into something productive that'll drive me to do my best for my company. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far to the end, be sure to hit like and subscribe to see more content just like this. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below, and we'll see you next time.